guys, Juliette Reilly here. I know it's been a long time since I've done a talking video, but this one is super important. If you guys didn't already see throughout my social media, I released a song today. It is called Hard Things. There's a couple special things about this song that I need to share with you in this video. The first thing is that I was inspired to write this song based on stories that you guys have told me over the last 5 or so years about all the difficult things in your life that you've had to overcome. I've gotten so many messages from all of you saying your music helped me get through this, or I'm going through this horrible thing with my boyfriend or my mom, and there's been all kinds of different things that you guys have overcome, and you are all so strong. Whether it be trauma, abuse, suicide, depression, cancer, overcoming working with a disability, there's been so many things that I've seen in my DMs and on comments and even texts. I have been so moved and really motivated to keep going in music because of all of you guys, especially this past year as I moved to Nashville. So I wanted to write this song so that it would motivate all of you guys to do all the difficult things in your life. Basically, it's me saying thank you and returning all of that positive energy you guys have been sending me and sending it right back to you, knowing that you guys can do all the hard things in your life. I actually keep a printed out binder where I print out periodically different comments and things that you guys have sent me that really keep me going. And I've been looking at that a lot, and I looked through that a lot when I was writing this song. So I wanted to do this talking video not only to just share with you that the song is now available on all platforms and you can stream it and download it wherever you would like, and the video will be out on Tuesday the 11th, but I also just wanted to share with you some mantras and things that have gotten me through this year. Hopefully they inspire you. So if you're looking for some motivation in your life to just get through this week, or do something really, really major, I suggest that you stick around. We all have moments in our life where our internal monologue and our voices tell us you can't do that. I wrote this song essentially from one part of myself talking to the other part of myself, being like, it's okay, you got this. It's important to have that other super confident, I call it the Wonder Woman voice, but it's also important to listen to all of those parts of ourselves, all those voices, then to make decisions to act out of love and faith rather than out of fear. And I think being able to do the hard things is asking yourself, what would I do right now if I wasn't afraid to fail? And it can be something small, like I need to tell my girlfriend I don't like how she talks to me like that, or something major like I'm overcoming this physical illness and I need to stay positive through it. But if those restrictions weren't there for you, like if there was no option to fail, what would you do? The song centers around the phrase, you can do all the hard things because you've got a lot of heart. That is something that has meant so much to me this last year. That central universal message is something that I carry with me every day, and it's amplified in the music video. I'm a big fan of music, as you guys probably know, and of content that has strong messages and powerful anti-bullying cause songs, which I've written a lot of before, maybe you guys know, like I Am and Hero. This one has a very similar concept in the theme and also in the video. So you guys have sent in clips, a lot of you holding up signs that say I can, and then filling in the blank with something that has been difficult for you to overcome that you can do. Because really sometimes I think the only thing holding us back is us. One line in the song that came from a lot of different quotes in my life is let your pain become your power. For a long time I think I was looking at my pain and my bad experiences as things that were holding me back, but actually those are the things that make you who you are and can actually give you the most power. And turning your mess into your message has been something that I've tried to do my best at, especially with songwriting. The hard things laid out in front of you are on your own unique path. You are not your fear or your pain or anxiety or all these things. You are pure love and light. So something that, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I'm really passionate about is anti-bullying. And I know that a lot of you are young and maybe you're experiencing a bully in your life in one form or another. And I feel very passionate about this because I was bullied in middle school and high school, and I definitely felt like that was the end. But I'm here to tell you that all of that stuff is temporary, and the most important thing that I can tell you if you are being bullied is that you don't have to keep it all inside. Whatever way you're feeling is completely valid, and there's really no reason for you to be afraid to speak up to somebody that you can trust, like a teacher or a parent or a guidance counselor. The most important thing that you can do is to let your feelings be heard, and I assure you also that you're not alone, that there are plenty of people that feel the same way you do, and 9 times out of 10, if you share your feelings, someone else will be like, I've been there too, which is one of the lyrics from the new song Hard Things. It's okay to say it out loud. It's really, not only is it okay, but it's actually gonna help you, and you're not alone. And if you express yourself to somebody and they don't understand you, or they take advantage of you being vulnerable, it's important for you to recognize that some people might not get you, and some people may think you're too much or not enough or whatever, but those are just not your people. And I know it's really easy for it to feel like, you know, this person doesn't like me, or this person said this about me, and so that means I am this. But you're just talking to the wrong people. You need to surround yourself with people who appreciate all the things that you are. You can never love someone too much or care for someone too much or too fast. You can only love the wrong person. You can't. Like, if they're the right person for you, or even in friendships, like if they're the right people, then your love and your caring and putting yourself out there will only be met with positivity and reciprocity. And I think it's taken me some time to realize that true strength doesn't come from keeping everything inside. And just because you or somebody else in your life is quiet does not mean that they are weak or that they don't experience pain or feelings the same way that you do. Everybody has a different way of handling their emotions. Those things that you think are your biggest flaws are actually the things that make you who you are. And those are the things that make you human. And being human and embracing those imperfections is what makes you beautiful. I feel like I'm on the Oprah show or something. I don't know, I hope you guys are finding some of this helpful. I'm just sharing these mantras and messages that I've used over the last year to get me through some dark times, and I wish someone had told me when I was being bullied in middle school and high school that it's okay, and that you can't get to courage without vulnerability. Showing someone your flaws and telling someone how you feel and being vulnerable, whether that's with, you know, a parent or a teacher or a friend, can be scary, but it's that courage that's gonna define you and change you and make you stronger. And really, if you think about it logically, if you're going through something, even if it's not bullying, that's difficult and you feel stuck, there's really only 3 options that you have. You can either leave the situation, accept things as they are, or take action. When you speak out, you're in power. You are taking action. You are getting it off your chest. You are making sure that you don't feel so alone and taking care of yourself. It took me a long time to realize that pain and suffering is really, it's a participation game. You are choosing to participate in things that disempower you, and you can become a slave to your circumstance that way. If you realize, like, okay, I'm unhappy, I feel stuck, I feel like this person is taking advantage of me or mistreating me or bullying me, or whatever, I'm going through something really difficult in my life. It's so important to know that there are 3 options. You can take action, leave, or accept things. If you can no longer accept things, you either have to leave the person or the situation or take an action to change it and fix it. And it sounds really simple and like easier said than done. For me, breaking it down in that way makes it seem more manageable. And I hope that some of these coping strategies help you with bullying or whatever terrible thing you're going through in life. You can do it, you can do the hard things. And the other thing is that sometimes our biggest bully or our biggest enemy can be ourselves. I'm definitely guilty of this, and I think when we're stuck in that cycle of negativity and negative self-talk, one thing that helps me is to separate that little voice, that critical voice that is just pestering you and being so rude all day, is just to think of it as less like a giant green monster or like a dragon, but more like a little lizard that you can like stomp on. I don't know if that makes any sense. It's kind of weird, but like to separate that voice from who you are, because that's not who you are. That's one part of you. That's the critical voice, the bully that's kind of negatively talking to your other parts and beating you up. The more you can distance yourself from that and look at it like you're looking through a plane window, you'll be able to see and observe and go, oh, okay, like if you separate it, that's not really who I am. I am light and positivity and love and all these things that fear and anxiety kind of cloud. and can get in the way of. The hard things that we go through in our life are really what make us who we are. And I just want you to remember that whatever you're going through is only temporary. And one day, even if you're being bullied and even if it doesn't feel that way right now, you will be able to turn your pain into your power and your mess into your message. It doesn't have to happen overnight, but I believe in you. I believe that you can do this. Having a good support system and having people in your life who believe in you can be really important, but the most important thing is to have faith in yourself. You can do anything. You can do anything you set your mind to. I know it sounds like so cliche and weird for me to just be like on the soapbox telling you this, but I feel really compelled to share it because I've been there. If you're being bullied, like I have been there. I've been where you are, and I see you and I hear you, and I know that you're not alone. There is nobody on this earth who can bring exactly what you can bring to any situation into the world. Your differences and what some might consider to be flaws or the things that you think are negative about you are actually what make you so special and what make you so unique and so important and vital to our society. Whatever it is you're afraid to say or to tell yourself or to tell someone else or to do, you can overcome it because you didn't get all this way down this specific path in your life to not be able to keep going. You've come this far. The universe will not lead you to anything that you are not capable of overcoming. You alone, as you are enough. I know that's really hard to remember. It's hard for me to remember, but you have the strength to make it through all these changes and all of these ups and downs in your life because you've got a lot of heart. So thanks for listening to my rant. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. A lot of you are gonna be featured in the video on Tuesday, which I'm super excited for you all to see. But if you weren't in the video, I wanted to ask you, what is one hard thing that you've done that you're proud of for overcoming or achieving or that you're working towards? And if we each share something like that, that's scary to share that we're going through, it'll inspire someone else to speak up. This will generate just a whole bunch of positivity and people feeling like they're not alone. If you haven't already, stream the song, save it to your Spotify, download it, whatever you want to do, listen to it, and also let me know in the comments or on Twitter and Instagram what is one hard thing that you have overcome that you're proud of. I feel so strongly and I'm so passionate about this message that I am looking to partner with some different anti-bullying organizations. I have some plans in the works, but I really just want to do my part to make you guys and people everywhere feel like they're less alone, and when they hear this song, just to know that they can do whatever it is they set their mind to. Definitely go out there, and if there's something that you have been worrying about or dreading or thinking negatively about or are afraid of, just know that I believe in you. You have my vote of confidence. Be sure to listen to Hard Things. You've been hearing it on a loop probably throughout this whole video. If you haven't checked it out yet, the link is in the description. Literally have the best day of your life. Keep the music alive and be kind to yourself, and you can do all the hard things.